As always, the Cabinias tuned in. From Wilmer, Minnesota to Tammy and the Cabinia family, thanks for all the support you've given the Wildcats all season long. We really sincerely appreciate it. We hope you're having a great Friday night. Isaac had one heck of a game the last time these teams met about a month ago. The Kona Ice third star of that game despite a 4-1 Wildcats defeat. Cabinia had the lone goal in that game. Del Ponte swats the puck down at center ice. Stanley gives it across to Kelly. He'll put it to Stanley, who tipped it onto York. Over across to Kelly, who's in too deep to get any kind of shot away. York now in the left corner with a little bit of room. Orgel picks him up, takes the man, loses the puck, does York. Burnett swings it back behind his net. York finishes him off with a good, heavy, clean check into the boards. Stanley on the left side, dekes his way into the circle, tries to center for York. Broken up by Wildcat skate. Zimmerman long shot, just off target. Missed the blocker side of Jared Dempsey. Del Ponte's got O'Rourke right on top of him, rather Stanley, who finished him off. Wildcats turn it over in their own zone. Backhand shot from the blue line, bodied away by Ryan Orgel, who will start the zone exit here for the Wildcats. 7:12 to go in this scoreless game here at Nitex in the opening period. Loof pressured by Cabinia. It's Jakob Maliszko. Good stick check by Cabinia. Knocked the puck into the corner. Maliszko had trouble clearing it. Skinner battling hard in the far corner. Loof and Maliszko, both defensemen taking him. And Skinner failed to get away from the two Europeans. Skinner gets the pass from Cabinia, turns and wires one wide of the short side post, and the puck rattles its way all the way back down to the Wildcat zone. Kessel turns on the Jets to try to beat out Wyatt Matthews. Great job again done by Wyatt Matthews. Two Brahmas right in his face, and two bruising ones at that. And Kessel and Kamer, both big dogs for the Lone Star Brahmas. Another tremendous zone exit by Wyatt Matthews, who's got to go after that puck. He falls down. Adamo knocked him to the ice, and his backhand shot was a heavy one. Blocked on the side by Dempsey beautifully. The rebound control put on full display there by Jared Dempsey. Now it's Adamo working for it behind the Wildcats net. It's taken by Alexei Poikala. The Finnish phenom skies one down into the left corner in the Brahma zone. This should not go far enough for icing. It does not. The Cats are allowed to change everyone except for Skinner, taking advantage of that. Adamo gets it. Through center across the blue line, right circle, will swing a shot towards the net, blocked by Jonathan Waring and out of play. 6 minutes to go in period one. A low shooting, low scoring game here as we expected, but one that has had no shortage of exciting chances. Essentially an embodiment of all season long between these two teams. Relatively low scoring, good strong defending and goaltending. Everyone's been very responsible so far. No glaring mistakes in the first 14 minutes of Game 1 of the South Division semis. Just to further reinforce the parity and the unpredictability of playoffs in hockey, folks, we'll get to it in a minute. Zielinski left circle. The wrist shot gets blocked by Stephen Tilley. The puck's picked up by Walker, and the Cats cleared the zone. Of the 8 NHL teams who played Game 1, of the Stanley Cup play, or the 16 teams rather, the 8 games that took place between Wednesday night and last night, 5 of those 8 games resulted in the lower seed winning, which means the road team won 5 of those 8 games. Name one other sport where that happens. Doesn't exist. Here's a chance in front of the net. Spellacy while falling. Missed short side. Didn't get much on that shot ultimately. Biondo finishes off the other number 20, Blake Ripley. Zimmerman blasts it back into the zone, blocked by his own man, and Spellacy, or perhaps the Wildcats were in the midst of that line change when Spellacy tried to drive it back into the Wildcat zone. Nevertheless, Sipus has it with time behind his own net. O'Rourke reluctant to start the forecheck. Sipus gave it away to York. Now on the near side, York waits, centers, broken up by Hannawall, deflects on net. Dempsey sprawling over to his left, makes the save. Not a good play by Demantis Sipus in his own zone. Brahma's nearly capitalizing off of a Wildcats turnover. That's another thing they've got to look out for. Something that's costed them a few times in recent games, folks. 5 minutes to go in the opening period. We're scoreless here at Nitex. Carson Kelly, who's won every faceoff so far, wins another one. York on the right side. Pressured by Hannawall and Orgel. Stanley loses his balance. Kelly picks up the puck. Tries to follow up for the Brahmas. He loses an edge as well. Orgel gets it to C.J. Regula, who can't clear it past Carson Kelly. Kelly to York, right circle. Wheels to the outside and fires. And Dempsey lost his stick after making that blocker save. Orgel, being the nice young man that he is, gives it back to his goaltender. And the Wildcats will be guilty of icing the puck here. The faceoff's going to be to Dempsey's right side. Some more family tuned in. Bill Ripley and the Ripleys, including Blake's sister Bailey, enjoying some playoff hockey from Wisconsin. Thanks so much to the Ripley family for supporting the Wildcats and Blake Ripley here in Game 1 of the South Division semis. Kamer puts it down towards the corner. Pass intended for Glover as he works for it. Emerges victorious in that puck battle. Carballo will chip it past Loof. He could get a 2-on-1, but he overskated the puck at center. Loof will chip it back into the Wildcat zone. Orgel looking to get a zone exit. Remember, folks, the Cats had just iced the puck. They need to make a line change, and they scramble to do it now, fire wagon style. Try to get as many bodies as possible onto the ice as Kessel enters the zone and risks a shot. Glove saved by Dempsey. What a stop. Pete Kessel is an absolute sniper. He hit the post at least twice last time these teams met that I can remember very vividly. Pete Kessel, probably the best pure goal scorer the Brahmas have, had 27 goals this season. The Wildcats' top goal scorer this season, Ryan Burnett, with 23. Pete Kessel, a Lone Star veteran, Detroit native, committed to Holy Cross, be a Division I player next season. And the Brahmas nearly just had 8 players on the ice. Some confusion with their 2 forward lines, it looks like. Biondo's line going off. Adamo's line is out there with Marabella and Trezera. Marabella winning the faceoff. Molisco from the blue line. Sets up Adamo in the left circle with a shot. Knocked out of there by Jared Dempsey, who was going wide anyways. Dempsey decided to put his blocker on it. Perhaps see if he can get a save from that. Waring. Outlet pass. Rosa catches up to it, tries to chip it to himself. Zimmerman read it like a book, but Rosa recovered and slides it into Brahma's territory. Prozic over to Zimmerman, up to Adamo. Gets past Wyatt Matthews, look out here. Down the left wing side, it's brought backhand shot from Marabella. Fought off by Jared Dempsey. Not sure if he got with his left pad or his glove, couldn't quite tell. Rosa, in the meantime, from the left circle in the Brahma zone. His shot fought off by Prozic. Rebound sent behind the net. Rosa with 7 points this season against the Brahmas, leading all Wildcats in that department. John Zimmerman, the Lone Star captain, flutters one off the glass. Sipus intercepting. Now to Walker. Enters the zone with a weak wrister. Easily sticked aside there by Prozic. Skinner jostling for it in the left corner. Now it's Poikala and Walker in a battle for possession. Trezera holding on to Walker for dear life, not letting the dangerous forward escape his reach. Zimmerman takes Poikala, who's nowhere near the puck. That should be a penalty. Poikala retaliates with a couple of cross checks, and Zane Stout finally blows the whistle. And before things escalate between Poikala and Zimmerman, a couple of veterans, the linesmen interrupt things between the two number 21s. 2:41 to go in period 1, still scoreless with the Brahmas doubling the Cats in shots on net, 10-5. To the Warings, tuning in from Farmington Hills, Michigan, Jonathan Waring's hometown. They say, go Wildcats. Thank you very much to the Waring family, to Jim, Lori, and the rest of you for supporting Jonathan Waring and the Wildcats in Game 1 of the playoffs. Right off that face-off, the Brahmas take it out down the left side. It's York, who is crunched up by Sipus with a good body check. Carballo up to Ripley, left wing side in front of his own bench. Good little turnaround pass to Spring Tilly on his way. Tilly's clearing attempt, a backhand one, went off of a skate, and Tilly is finished off by Troy York. Behind the Brahmas net it goes. Evano not giving any kind of room to either Tilly or Walker down there, though Tilly emerges with possession of the puck. Over to Sipus on the right side. Squirts right to Carballo, right point. Tries to let a wrist shot go through about 12 bodies. That one didn't work out. Donahue recovers in his own zone. DDD pass. Sipus returns it for him. Tilly got a piece of Stanley on the way through. Donahue slips past Glover, then York, then shoots, but he fanned on it. Second shot stopped by Prozic. It was right on. Donahue gets it back left circle. Walks in. He fires. Stopped. Rebound. Tilly shot stopped by Prozic. And he is down with the puck.